Hello. Christians and the Sabbath. The question may have been phrased to you in a number of ways, but basically the question is, why do you, Christians, observe the Sabbath on a Sunday and not a Saturday? Or could just be, why do Christians not observe the Sabbath? Well, put simply, we are not ethnic Jews. We are not under the law. We do in fact follow all 10 commandments. The Sabbath being one of them. We do not follow 9 minus the 1. Am I being sassy? So Christians do not keep Israel's Sabbath, Israel's tradition. However, we do keep the Sabbath, the true Sabbath. Who came first, God or Israel? It's not a trick question. Let's read, shall we? Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male or female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak also to the children of Israel, saying, Surely my Sabbaths, plural, you shall keep. For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I am the Lord who sanctifies you. You shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy to you. Everyone who profanes it shall surely be put to death, for whoever does any work on it, that person shall be cut off from among his people. Work shall be done for 6 days, but the 7th is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Therefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations as a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. Israel's Sabbath is modelled after God's Sabbath. God came first. I told you it wasn't a trick question. So the true Sabbath is God's, not Israel's. Let's read Genesis 2 verses 1 to 3. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished, and on the 7th day God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the 7th day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. As we read the accounts of creation in Genesis 1, we'll notice that day 1 through 6, there was morning and there was evening. But on the 7th day, there was day, and that was it. God entered the 7th day, the Sabbath day, but it didn't end. So according to the Bible, his Sabbath is ongoing, and it will continue to the end of the age, when Jesus ushers in the new heaven and earth. Hebrews 4 verses 1 to 7. Therefore, since a promise remains of entering his rest, the word for Sabbath, let us fear lest any of you seem to have come short of it, anyone who fails to enter God's rest. For indeed the gospel was preached to us as well as to them, but the word which they heard did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in those who heard. They were not united by faith, they did not believe. That's why the word did not profit them, it did not benefit them. That's a warning to us. For we who have believed do enter that rest. You who have believed have entered God's rest. You entered God's rest the day you believed. As he has said, so I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. It's connecting God's rest with the Sabbath day after creation. For he has spoken in a certain place of the 7th day in this way. And God rested on the 7th day from all his works, and again in this place, they shall not enter my rest, since therefore it remains that some must enter it, and those to whom it was first preached did not enter it because of disobedience. Again he designates a certain day, saying in David, Today, after such a long time, as it has been said, "Today, if you will hear his voice, do not harden your hearts." The author of Hebrews, tradition tells us it's Paul, by the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, says God's rest is his Sabbath day. And God is inviting us into his rest. He's inviting us to enter into his rest by believing in Jesus. Today, when you hear the gospel, you enter his rest. When you believe, you remain in his rest. For if Joshua had given them rest, then he would not afterward have spoken of another day. There remains, therefore, a rest for the people of God, for he who has entered his rest has himself also ceased from his works, as God did from his. Let us therefore be diligent to enter that rest, lest anyone fall according to the same example of disobedience. Christians observe the Sabbath. We affirm the true Sabbath. We are spiritual Jews, not ethnic Jews. The Jewish Sabbath, Israel's Sabbath, is a shadow of God's Sabbath. An ethnic Jew must become a spiritual Jew and enter into the true Sabbath. The day you enter the true Sabbath, the day you enter into God's rest, is the day you believe in Jesus. We are in the Sabbath every day until Christ ushers in the new. In Romans 14, Paul says, "One person considers one day more sacred than another. Another considers every day alike. Each of them should be fully convinced in their own mind. Whoever regards one day as special does so to the Lord." In other words, to each his own, so long as you're doing it for Christ, today and tomorrow and until the end of the age. Christians set aside Sunday to honor Jesus raising from the dead, while observing the Sabbath every day unto the end of the age. Bye.